Alright, moving on to the leg, okay, which we're going to attach to the foot shortly. We're going to need these 4 pieces. Again, building from the ground up. So I'm going to start with the white shin piece. Okay, I confuse myself sometimes about which way this goes up. You've got the 90-degree, okay, here that's going to go at the top of the shin. You can fold this over and give it a bit of shape to start. I find that helps. And this is basically the calf. Same thing. We can fold this over to start. The smaller section is going to go towards the bottom. So basically what we're doing here is we're going to slide those 2 pieces together and line up the holes. And on the inside, we're going to have a straw piece that comes through the front of the shin. Okay, and the length of that piece, I've got one here cut already. We'll just have a look through so you can see. Wait, that's not it. This looks like the right one. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. It's basically about this size. It's going to basically protrude about, not even half an inch on the top and the bottom. Okay, now the easiest way to assemble this is to start with your straws at the top, push it through the white on the outside, then through the black, and then wrap this around on the other side. Then we can trim as you go. Leave a little bit extra is always a good idea. And then we're going to go through the middle. Do a little trim. Now, before you install the last one, it's going to be easier at this point to slide this straw through the front. Basically bring it down until it just rests on the edge of that straw, and then we're going to put the final one in, and you'll notice you're going to have to bend this one out of the way just a little bit so that this straw goes in behind it. So through the white, through the black, through the black, and through the white. Okay, so this here is the bottom. You can see the basically length of the straw. It should sit on the top of this bottom straw, and it should sit on the top of the top straw. This is the knee. This is the knee joint. This is the ankle joint. So I'm going to just trim that roughly. Okay, at this point, you're going to take your bendy straw and you're going to keep the top half of it, and you're going to trim the straw so that you have about the equal amount on the bottom half. Okay, and you can put that in the top. This is starting the knee joint. Okay, we'll set that aside for a second. We're going to move on to the top half of the leg. So again, this is the front. Same thing's going to happen here, except this time we're going to start at the top. So we're going to bend those 2 pieces, give them a bit of shape, and bend the back. And we're basically putting this U sort of shape is going to face the bottom. Fold those over, and we're going to feed the straw through white, black, then black, and then white again. Okay. Now this time we're going to feed the straw through the bottom and then through this little loop here. And we can leave ourselves a bit extra. I'm going to trim this. And basically you're going to take your bottom half and we're going to insert the knee joint. And again, you might have to slide the straw back a little bit. And you're going to start at the back by sliding the black over, then the white to make the knee joint, and then on the other side, same thing. Okay, so the leg is starting to take shape. Again, you might have to play around with the spacing here. If you've got it pushed in too far, the leg isn't going to move properly. So at this point, you want to just grab on and check that you're actually going to get proper rotation. I found sometimes that this piece will buckle out if you've got this pushed in too tightly. Okay, so that looks pretty good. The straw is bending nicely, and again, this piece here you can leave. It's good to hold on to. You're going to trim it off a little bit later anyways. Okay, so now we're going to take this and basically attach this with the foot piece that we made. I've already cut myself another piece of the straw, a little bit shorter on each end this time, and I'm going to insert that part in the bottom foot, and then I'm going to go attach this into the leg, and we're just going to connect those ankle pieces now. Okay, looks pretty good. And now again, I'm just going to test the motion here. You'll notice right now it's a little bit flimsy side to side. It's actually nice because it gives us nice articulation in the ankle, and we're going to add elastics on this to basically solidify those joints. Okay, now the first elastic is basically going to go from the middle of the leg down to that ankle joint, and you might want to use a tool like this just to basically help position these elastics. Okay, so one on each side, and you can see that this is why it's nice to save the trimming for the end. Okay, once you've got the elastic on, you can leave yourself about 1/8 of an inch each side. Okay, and we're going to use the smaller elastic, little shorter one. Again, you can get these in varying sizes from the dollar store, and we're going to go from the ankle down to the foot. Okay. Again, if you elastic's too tight, it's going to pull this in that direction, so you want to even it out by making sure that you put an elastic on both sides. Okay, so here we have leg section, nice bend, and we can move on to the waist. All right.